Why the remnant rejects MLK's dream. Kings don't surrender their kingdom. Revelation chapter 1, verses 5 through 6. And in the Old Testament, we were to be a nation of kings and priests. Family, this is the identity God gave Israel before any nation, any movement, any speech, or any dream. This is covenant identity, not political identity, not national identity, not emotional identity. Exodus 19:6 says, "You shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation." That is who we were. That is who we are. That is who the remnant is waking up to be again. And here is the truth. A king does not surrender his kingdom. A king does not merge his kingdom. A king does not ask another kingdom for acceptance. A king does not build identity on another nation's dream. So in Revelation chapter 1, verses 5 through 6, says Christ has made us kings and priests. It is restored the identity we were always meant to walk in. But here's where the confusion came in. People started following dreams instead of identity. Jeremiah 23:28 says, "The prophet that has a dream, let him tell a dream. But he that has my word, let him speak my word faithfully." God is drawing a line. Dreams are human. Dreams are emotional. Dreams are symbolic. Dreams are national. But dreams are not covenant. And this is where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. must be addressed directly. Let me say this clearly and respectfully. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream was not from God. Not because he was wicked, not because he was evil, not because he hated truth, not because he was malicious. But because the message did not align with the identity God gave his people. MLK's dream was a national dream, not a covenant word. It told people to integrate, assimilate, join another kingdom, seek acceptance, merge identities. But the remnant's identity is kings, priests, holy nation, covenant people. So the remnant says, this message is not for us. Not because the man was evil, but because the message contradicts kingship. A king does not ask another kingdom for equality. A king does not petition another kingdom for acceptance. A king does not merge his kingdom with another. A king does not surrender his identity to fit someone else's dream. So even though MLK's last name was King, and even though his message was emotional and inspiring, it was not a message for kings. It was a message for a nation, not a message for a holy nation. It was a message for unity, not a message for covenant. It was a message for acceptance, not a message for inheritance. It was a message for America, not a message for Israel. And that is why the remnant rejects it. Not because of the man, because of the source. If a message is not from God, it cannot guide the remnant. If a message does not align with kingship, it cannot shape kings. If a message does not align with priesthood, it cannot shape priests. If a message does not align with covenant, it cannot shape a holy nation. Dreams are for nations. Identity is for the remnant. Dreams unify crowds. Identity awaken kings. Dreams inspire emotions. Identity restores covenant. Dreams make people feel good. Identity makes people stand up. And that is why Revelation chapter 1, verses 5 through 6 matters. We are kings. We are priests. We are a holy nation. We are the covenant people. And no dream of this world, not even the most famous dream in American history, can replace the identity God gave us. Kings don't surrender kingdoms. Priests don't surrender covenant. And the remnant does not surrender identity. We were made kings and priests. We were always meant to be kings and priests. And the remnant is rising back into that identity right now.